Well, I was sitting in that chair over there. Willem was over there on the other side of the table, and we were talking about different American singer-songwriters and songs. And I asked him if he had ever heard Michael Smith's song "The Dutchman," and he hadn't. And I was surprised. You know, I thought that that would have made it over here, but I learned it from a Steve Goodman record a long time ago, and when I asked him about that, he hadn't heard it, so I think I downloaded the lyrics and I played it for him, and it was fun to hear that song again because I hadn't played it in so many years. He liked it, and him liking it made it kind of come alive again. So as soon as I got home, just a few days after I got home, I recorded it and got a version of it I liked, and it ended up on the So Dark You See record. And it was written by Michael Smith, who's one of the great American songwriters. And it's one of my this is one of those songs like Pancho and Lefty that changed my idea of what a song could be. Michael Smith is originally from South Orange, New Jersey. The first month of my life I spent in West Orange, and we were both Michael and I were born in the same hospital, so we have that connection. But I love this song, and it's called "The Dutchman." Dutchman's not the kind of man who keeps his thumb jammed in the dam that holds his dreams in. But that's a secret that only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the morning, Margaret brings him breakfast she believes in. He thinks the tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Used to be a young man. Now dear Margaret remembers that for me. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes. His cap and coat are patched with the love that Margaret sewed there. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam. Watches tugboats down canal, calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain, till Margaret comes to take him home again, through unforgiving streets that trip him, though she holds his arm. And sometimes he thinks he's alone, and he calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man. Now dear Margaret remembers that for me. The windmills whirl the winter in. She winds his muffler tighter as they sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. He sees her for a moment, calls her name out as she makes the bed up, singing some old love song. A song Margaret learned when it was very new. He hums a line or two. They sang together in the dark. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder's Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man. Now dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuyder's Zee. Long ago I used to be a young man. Now dear Margaret remembers that for me. Now dear Margaret remembers that for me.
Thank you, John.
Oh, you're welcome.